This man fled from his country together with his wife and children. Back in Syria, he had to sell his house in order to pay traffickers. When they finally arrived in Switzerland, he only had 2,400 francs left. He wants to keep his identity anonymous while his asylum request is still pending.
We were controlled by the police in Zurich and arrested. The police took the money from us, which apparently is their right. They gave us a receipt and promised we'd get the money back later. But so far, we haven't.
He was only allowed to keep 1,007 francs and 55 cents. He doesn't understand why the police had to take the rest.
I would have used it for clothing and for my 3 children. We only have what we wore on our journey. We do get a little money from the state, but this only pays for the most essential items.
Swiss law states that asylum seekers have to disclose their assets. According to certain criteria, such as the amount and/or lack of proof of the origin of the assets, the authorities can demand that it be handed over.
It's the law that asylum seekers that have some means contribute towards the costs they incur in this country.
These are the costs from asylum request procedures and receiving shelter. But how many people actually still have money after fleeing their homelands and seeking a new start in Europe? Swiss television asked some asylum seekers at a transit center in Solothurn.
I only had 200 euros. It was less than 1,000 francs, so I could keep it.
There's more than 1,000 I was with my family that we had given to the police. I had some rings and some stuffs that we had given to the police.
We had 500 euros left. The customs took it, made a note, and gave it back to us.
112 asylum seekers had to hand over their savings to the Swiss authorities last year. Those arriving without money or valuables will also have to pay eventually. When working, they must give up to 10% of their wages during the first 10 years of their stay, or until they've paid back a total of 15,000 francs. STEFAN FREY from the Swiss Refugee Council is critical of the practice.
From a humane perspective, I find this extremely dishonorable. It reminds me of a medieval robber baron using his authority to collect money from travelers. I believe this practice is not worthy of a constitutional state.
The State Secretariat claims it's only implementing the will of Parliament, which clearly demands that asylum seekers contribute to the costs they incur.
If this is the law, there's nothing I can do. But I think it's unfair. Migrants don't have much when they arrive. And what can Switzerland actually do with 1,000 francs more?
This man is hoping his asylum application will soon be accepted, so that he can earn his own money again.